Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm in the workshop and I'm just about to give my little 6 horsepower ORCA outboard an oil change. You need absolutely minimal tools for this. I've got a nice big catch can for catching the used oil. I've got my new oil, 10W30, made in Germany, liquid moly, some paper towel and 10mm socket. I don't know the history of the outboard because it's second hand to me. It's done minimal hours. When you take the cover off you can see that straight away. But yeah, I just want to give it a quick oil change, and then each winter I'll winterize and service it fully. But for now, let's get to it. Oil out, oil in. You start by removing the cover. And the first thing you'll notice on the ORCA 6 horse is the oil filler is also the dipstick. Just out of my own curiosity, just want to have a quick look. And the oil is really clean. Really clean. So it sort of backs up when I bought it, and what you can see when you take the cover off, it's done minimal hours. It's probably done less than 5 hours. And the oil is very clean, but I'm going to swap it out nonetheless, because if it's only done a few hours, it would have done its breaking in routine. If it had done its breaking in routine, and really that oil that you break in with, you should get rid of. So I've actually put the filler cap back on. And the reason why I've done that is when you take the drain plug out, it stops it all falling out as quick. Once the drain plug's out, then you can take the filler cap off. So I've got my nice big catch can. For this outboard, it's very simple. I can turn it all the way round, and underneath here there is a 10mm bolt that goes all the way up into the bottom of the engine. So with the 10mm socket, just going to crack it to start with. It says, so just cracked it, so it's finger tight. I don't actually need the socket now, as in the ratchet. I only need the socket because I can undo it with my fingers. This way I'm hoping not to get everything absolutely covered in oil. I'm going to get some oil on my fingers anyway. Make sure my bucket's in position. The bolt's got a fair old way to come out. I'm going to try and keep hold of the bolt, but I may drop it. And there we go. Use a bit of workshop towel. Lucky enough, I've got another piece here in my hands. And just let that drain. I'm just giving it a bit of a swirl around to see if I can see any metal particles in there. I'm fairly confident you can see that is the braking oil, because there's sort of like a sheen to it. But it's all good. It's pretty much as I expected. What you can do now, being careful not to spill any, is to remove the filler plug. And just let it drain. Watching oil drain isn't really a spectator sport. nice and simple job though. It's a simple job, there's no reason to skip past it. Now, I've got another bolt here with a new washer. It's a copper washer. If you had to reuse that same copper washer, you can anneal it by heating it up to cherry red and allowing it to cool down. That would make it flexible and soft again. So without getting too oily, I'm just going to put this sump plug in this socket. Being careful not to cross thread it. And get it started, make sure it's threaded correctly. This is one of those nice simple jobs that just give your engine longevity. It doesn't hurt to do a mid-season oil change, especially if you're using it a lot or if you're using it in harsh conditions. Like mate is on his bike. I'm not going to get a torque wrench out for this, but it is, because it's a copper washer, steel bolt. It's a nice nip. And that's the sump plug back in. Now I'm going to take care to make sure that that is nice and clean around that area, so if there are any leaks later on, they're easy to spot. And the beauty of using a white piece of like workshop towel, so you can see if there's absolutely anything there at all. They have thought this out, because there's a nice little diverter, little nozzle for doing the oil change. It's quite a nicely thought out outboard this, I quite like it. I like using it, and it's a nice outboard to use. Starts and runs so quiet. Okay. So, the manual says 650 millilitres of oil to be replaced. But like I say, we've got this liquid moly to go back in. Looking at the front of it, I think it's got a nice little nozzle, which it has. That's cool. How cool is that? Look at that for a nozzle. Very nice. Located. And it's got 100mm graduation. So before I start, because you're working backwards, I'm just going to mark it off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50. So all I've done, I know it sounds obvious, but I've marked it. When I fill it up now, I can see what I've got to go to. Plus you can use the dipstick to check it and prove it. Let's move that out of the way. I love doing little simple jobs like this that just give you confidence, because the one thing you do want is some confidence in your little outboard, because it's either that or you're rowing home. And it's nice just to look after your stuff, you know. Look after it and it will look after you. About halfway there. Just to make sure I've got an accurate level, so I'm going to pull the engine over a couple of times just before I do the final top up. So I've got the kill cord out, so there's no kill cord, so it can't start. The fuel is switched off, so we're nice and safe. And I just want to without being too aggressive with it, just pull it over a couple of times just to circulate that oil. We've just pulled it over a couple of times, just got all the oil around, and check what we got exactly in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got about 600 ml. So it's also important to read the instruction book, because it says to actually dip for the oil that's in here, to place this in but not screw it in. So you just place it in and then check the oil level, and we're right on the bottom line. Right on the bottom line, and we've got 50 ml to go. It's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate, good stuff. Just be careful I don't go mad and put too much in now. Just better to put a little bit in and check than to put a lot in and put too much. A lot of people just throw it in, it'd be alright. No, I don't want to have to drain any out. We're halfway there. Halfway there between the lines. And we're getting close to my pen line on the can. We're about 2/3 of the way up the line. We're getting there. I know I'm making this look slow, maybe dragging it out, but I'd rather do it nicely, properly, than have to drain oil out. So I am just above my pen line now. So we must be very close on the dipstick. And we're nearly there. Nearly there. So we're right on my pen line. And we're absolutely spot on. Just under the maximum. At 2 or 3 mil below the maximum. Which, I'll take that. Just out of my own curiosity, I'm going to screw it in and then do a dip. Just to see what it's like. See what the difference is between the two. Should be just over the line now, I would have thought. Yep, we're just over the line now, but in fully. So there we have it. One oil change. Nice little easy job to do. Took a few minutes. And because the can comes in a 1 litre can, I've got spare oil for topping up. But quite honestly, I don't think this engine uses any oil at all. Absolutely none at all. Runs like a sewing machine. Beautiful little thing it is. Really pleased with it. Cracking little engine. And that's it from me. So, very simply, 1 10mm socket, 1 carton of oil, 1 drain bucket. Make sure you dispose of the oil responsibly. I collect mine and then go and take it to the refuse dump where they've got an oil can, and to take it all at once when I service other machines that I've got. So I'm going to put that into a larger container, keep it for using for future use, and that's me done. Thank you very much for joining me. A nice simple job, pretty sure anyone can do it. Take your time, be careful, be considered. Happy days, and thanks for watching. Take care, bye for now.